Revelations 11 and 14. The second woe is past. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and the Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Waharakach, Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS and the bishops who rule well, who teach well, and salutations to the hopeful elect. GMS Arkansas, Revelations 11 and 14 talks about the second woe is past. We understand that. We know it to be World War II. And it says, behold, the third woe coming quickly, which is Third World War. The Third World War is going to be a war where the Heavenly Father has these countries. He's going to have these different countries meet in a certain place to judge them. When you read in Joel, the 3rd chapter, he says in the 9th verse, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let the men of war draw near, and let them come up. If you're looking in the news, we see how these different countries are positioning their ships and aircraft to battle. You see America's positioning they have military bases that are all over the Middle East. They have them in Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, Iraq. They have them in Iraq. Because they came in Iraq back in 02, 03. And basically pursuant to Habakkuk the 2nd chapter, they brought death upon those people. They never stay at their home, and then they put their bases there. And it's all about them trying to get a resource. But they don't know the bigger picture is the Heavenly Father is bringing you to get ready to be judged. These nations, Yahweh Shai is getting ready to make his glorious return. Okay? That's what we're seeing. And he's using these nations, what's called war. It says, beat your plowshares into your pruning hooks and your spears, let the weak say that I am strong. Okay, these different countries have been on the agriculture scene, but now they're using the minerals that they have to create these nukes. Now Iran is heavy. They have a heavy nuclear presence, man. And then their allies are basically like China and Russia. See, those countries right there haven't even stepped to the forefront yet. And it's what you see America doing. The reason you see Iran bombing all they Arab brothers, they bombing their brothers because they jumped in that border peace with the president of the United States. It's like they trying to be their own NATO. Okay, so they jumped in the bed with that border peace and sent that $1.5 billion entry fee. So now, Iran gonna bomb y'all because y'all is brothers. So we see it happening. It's coming, and we see it, man. It says, assemble yourselves together and come ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, and cause the mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh, the mighty ones being who? The angels. So as this thing progresses, the angels are doing the bidding of the right-hand side and the left-hand side of the Heavenly Father. So when you see death and destruction through these missiles, the Heavenly Father has these angels coming down and putting that spirit on these different men to accomplish the Heavenly Father's will. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, the Lord's judgment. For I will sit there to judge all the heathen round about. And you see this, it's always been a talk of war in the Middle East in prophecies of the scriptures, and we see it taking place right now. This particular thing that we have now is basically, they think like it's always been before. We go in, we bomb some people, put a base up, and then we out of there. We give you a little job, you can come work for us, and then we'll just take everything we want out of your land. It's not finna be like that. This is a war of all wars. This war right here won't be we just gonna come in and then it's over, and then we're gonna go back and then talk smack. It's not gonna be like that. This particular war here is gonna be the war to end Babylon the Great. Okay. It says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. The harvest was what? The end of the world. and come get you down to the for the press is full, the vats are overflowing, for their wickedness is great. The vats are overflowing. When you have a wine press, when the grapes are too much, when there's too many grapes in there on that press, the blood of the grapes will spill over the side. That's the wickedness of America. It has spilled over. So there you have it. It's running over the side of the vat. So the Heavenly Father in their sins has reached up to heaven. So the Heavenly Father is about to bring it's about to be a great, we're getting us out of exile, I want to say. The nation of Israel, the elect of the nation of Israel, we're about to be taken out of exile. I don't know what other way to say it, brother, but this is a beautiful salvation that we're about to experience. Multitudes and multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. So soon come the Heavenly Father. You finna see the Heavenly Father have all these different allies come together, and you're gonna see they're gonna unleash these particular war instruments, man. Because what chapter is that? It speaks Isaiah 54 and 16, and it says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy." You see what I'm saying? So the Lord create these different armies to basically go against each other. Okay. In the 19th chapter of the same book, he said he has the Egyptians going against the Egyptians. Okay, so he has these different Edomites are going to fight against Edomites. He had them create these nuclear bombs out of uranium and plutonium, right, and put it different alloy metals, and they put these weapons together, and they're not going to sit up and be admired. They will be used for a purpose. And the Heavenly Father, the man that created them don't even know the ultimate purpose of what they even created them for. Only the Heavenly Father knows, and the prophets know, because he told us through the scriptures. You have a lot of people say, yeah, the world going to end one day. But then when you start talking about thermonuclear missiles, they'll disagree. Like, oh, I don't think it's going to be that. Well, how the hell is it going to end? You think it's just going to cut it out like a light switch? You know? So this is how it's going to end. Okay? Let me go back one. Joel 3 and 15, it says, "The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining." So when this thermonuclear missile hit, there won't be any influence of Babylon, of the whore, no more. Her influence is going to be wiped out of the earth, man. You know what? It's going to be wiped out. And another thing, tomorrow, I'm going to go back one chapter. Tomorrow, here in the central time zone, we supposed to have the blood moon supposed to be able to be seen at its peak. See, Joel 2 says the sun shall be turned into darkness, which represents that darkness represents a chaotic state. The darkness represents a collapse. Okay, a collapse. It says, and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord Yahweh. That moon in the blood represents that divine judgment. Okay, it represents a divine judgment, man. These are signs. That great judgment. You see? It says that great and terrible day, that awesome and fearful day of the Lord. So it's ironic that you see these bombings taking place. The bombings taking place in this particular same time that this big blood moon is finna come. So man, this blood moon you finna see. This is a sign and a wonder. You know, the Lord said he would do Deuteronomy 6. And let's see, what was that? 22. And the Lord Yahweh showed signs and wonders great and sore upon Egypt, upon Pharaoh and upon all the household before our eyes. So Egypt is a place of bondage, which we know that's America right now. So the Lord is showing us that great sign with this big blood moon in the same time that these people are shooting missiles. All this is right now. You have to see these signs, man. You better be aware. These great signs and wonders, he's showing it to you. This is a miraculous sign. This blood moon right here, this is it. This is it. I will show you wonders in heaven and in the earth, blood and fire. He's showing it. He's going to show us his blood moon. He's showing us fire with the thermonuclear destruction. He's showing you pillars of smoke through this Iranian missile launch. He's showing it to you, and it's going to come back on them as well, because America going to start firing back. Okay, these different countries, Israel going to fire back, Jordan going to fire back. Then it's going to be eventually China going to start firing, and Russia. The big boys going to get into it. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood. Like I said, that represents collapse, chaos, divine judgment. Okay? That's what it's representing. Divine judgment, man. Okay? So, yeah, it's happening. It's happening. And I'm going to show you the water to the brother. Shamak did his video. I'm going to play just a little part where at the beginning of his, the water brother, and I'm going to use this as fair use, Section 107, Copyright Act. Okay? We are using only this for educational purposes. And if you ain't saw this brother video right here, you better watch it, because it was very educational. Okay? It was very to the point, prophesying. You know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful video.
Powerful Iranian strikes have shattered Dubai's image as a luxurious safe haven of glittering hotels and high-end resorts. So too have the thick plumes of smoke that choke the skies above the Qatari capital Doha, known for its opulence and calm. The Kingdom of Bahrain also wasn't spared. Neither was Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, or Oman, where tankers were struck just off its shores in the Strait of Hormuz, a vital global shipping route where 1/5 of the world's oil passes through. In all, dozens of people have been injured and at least 4 killed in the Iranian attacks on the Gulf that have largely grounded flights and shut down commerce in the region. Tehran's decision to fire volleys of missiles and drones at the group of countries that make up the Gulf has only upped the ante. Most countries here host large U.S. military bases, housing tens of thousands of American service members, including the headquarters of the Navy's 5th Fleet in Bahrain, which was struck on Saturday. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has threatened his country's armed forces will, quote, crush the U.S. bases with force. And while most Iranian drones and missiles have been intercepted and no Gulf nation has fired back, the question now is, for how long? Fears of a sustained conflict expanding beyond Iran's borders have only grown following the killing of the supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. In Pakistan, pro-regime demonstrators attempted to storm the U.S. consulate in Karachi. At least 20 people were killed. Protests have also erupted in Iraq, where hundreds were pushed away from the Green Zone in Baghdad with water cannons just a short distance from the American embassy. Now, sources inside Iran tell CBS News the regime's apparent strategy of carrying out attacks on Gulf countries is likely part of a risky effort to try and shorten the war, since the ongoing missile and drone strikes could see Arab leaders try to pressure the U.S. and Israel to end their campaign early in Eureka, an apparent gamble which so far has not paid off.
Good. So yeah, man.
Shalom,
there you
shalom.
go right there. There you go right there, man. You know, we in that time, man. We are in that time. Let's see here. Let me see. I kind of end with one, if I can find it. Let's see. Is it 12? Ezekiel 12. Let's see. Is it 12? Might be 12, might be 13. I'm not for sure. Man, let's see here. Shoot, I can't even find it. Watch this. Let's go right here. Spoken in. Let's see. Let's see what happens when that's type that in. It should pop up. Let's see here. Boom. I think this might be it. Ezekiel 22. But I don't think this is it though. But this is a good one. Can thine heart endure, or can thine hands be strong in the days that I shall deal with thee? I, the Lord, have spoken it, and I will do it. So the Lord has spoken it. So he's telling us, man, be courageous in that day, because the Lord has spoken of the prophecies that he's going to bring to pass. And his word is being fulfilled at this particular time. It's actively being fulfilled. So we just have to endure, because the Lord is getting ready to exile us out of this place of Babylon the Great, the elect, and Lord willing, we're part of those men. He's getting ready to exile us out and take us away from this via the chariots. Okay, so this destruction is happening, and we just got to, just watch and be sober. Be vigilant and keep watching, brother, because this thing is popping, it's on and popping, and it ain't gonna stop till the Lord make the missiles drop. And with that, call Allah Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Waharakat Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of GMS who rule well and who teach well. Salutations to the whole elect. Shalom.